welcome back. I was debating whether or not to do this, mainly because of things going on, but I thought it's not exactly noisy, so I may be back and forth, so just prepare yourselves for that. But we are on episode 6 of our current series watch. We've got this, then one more part, and then we finished the first one. So we're nearly there. Part 1, and then part 2, and then we are done. And then we're going to be going over to Genlock, which is going to be fun, trying to record that, because that's not actually on YouTube. So I can't just download the video and put it on. So that should be interesting. But it gives me the opportunity to try the screen recording part that I've got on the software that I use for my editing. So it's not an all lose, it's lose and win. So let's continue with part 6, named In Style. It's 23 minutes, so it's quite long, this one.
Is that badger okay?
Oh, don't even look at him. He's hopeless.
Even that.
He's a sad sack that's not worth wasting time over. All of them. As useless as you are right now. That's why I want you to man up and get things done. Because you don't want to end up like that, do you? All of them asking for money for doing nothing. If it was up to me, I'd get rid of them all. Well, this shirt doesn't look too bad. It could have been a lot worse. What do you think of Bogo?
Bogo's an idiot.
You don't think we've had this coming?
I think he's a bit of a hypocrite.
Well, we can be hypocrites too.
I mean, he only gets on someone's side when there's something that benefits him. If not, he's always against you. Always. This city's hypocritical too.
The city?
The city.
If you're talking about how animals look at us, then it's not actually everyone.
When you help them, they smile and they say thank you, and then they stab you in the back.
Well, on the bright side, you don't have to worry about having to help animals in need anymore. We're on our way to being fired.
All aboard the firing train.
I think we should quit.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's not give them the pleasure of firing us. I've always wanted to quit something, but in style.
What does in style mean?
Quitting in style is, well, I mean, you quit, but you remain friends with everyone because of how confident you looked quitting. And I mean friends with everyone except the boss.
I've been wondering if this happened for a reason.
What do you mean?
I mean, my priorities in life are different now. I was a cop and I loved it, but...
I understand.
I can't wait to explore this city.
I know a place where... This isn't awkward at all. Was that too far?
This is some of the best breakfast I've ever eaten. Thanks for taking us here, Nick.
No problem at all. It's actually my pleasure.
This is not as good as your peach pie, though.
Peach pie?
My mother makes an amazing peach pie.
To die for!
Oh, please, dear.
It's not that good.
I personally think it's very good.
The next time we visit the city, I'll bring one.
Great. Well, that'd be fantastic.
It sure would be.
You know, I'm glad the two of you found love in each other, I have to say.
Yes, it's adorable.
Thank you guys.
Though I'm guessing the next time we come to visit, we'll be visiting the apartment you two share, right?
Stu, you can't just make them talk about living together the day after they actually got together.
Just because they finally got together, darling, doesn't mean they haven't done anything yet. In all seriousness, if I didn't have her as
Officer Hobbs, Officer Wilde, I need your help, please. Hey! What in the hell do you think you're doing here? I said I need your help.
Mom, Dad, get outside. Help? You tried to kill us on that train.
I'm sorry. I'll help you take down Miles Walker. I'll tell you everything. Please. Mayor Walker, that's the animal you want.
What about Walker?
Listen, I was just trying to not get killed. They killed my friend. I couldn't let that happen to me.
What about Walker?
Relax. My partner and I were hired by a sheep named Mike. He's some prey fanatic who wants to get Bellwether out of jail. And he's in cahoots with Miles Walker. And you know that armadillo that was hospitalized? She found out the two were working together, so the two of them sent someone to, What part do you play? I was hired to make sure no one interfered with Mike and Walker's plans. We burst a pipe at the country club. We had to make sure you two were out of commission so that you wouldn't interfere. But I guess they didn't count on me interfering.
Why is Walker doing this?
Oh, jeez. Walker is mental. He's actually insane. You don't want to mess with him. Just get me to testify or something.
That's all fantastic. But you could be making all of this up. You have a story, but no evidence. There's nothing.
Well, I know who he really is. Why do you think Miles Walker just randomly showed up in Zootopia? We never hear about his past. Nothing.
So he's done some shady deals in the past?
I heard he killed his family.
What?
Burned down his family farm when he was younger. Liam Margarine. That's his name.
His real name?
Word gets round. That's what I've heard.
Hello?
Judy, I took a call for you. It was Mr. Shell. He said his wife has woken up from her coma.
I'm on my way.
Judy, wait a second. Bo's planning to fire us together if we go back to the ZPD. Even so, that's probably something he's doing out of respect. We're most likely technically already fired and not in the system anymore. We might have these badges, but I think we might not actually be cops anymore. If we're gonna solve this case, we can't go to the ZPD. We have to have evidence ready to be shown.
Clawhauser just called me and said that Mrs. Shell woke up from her coma.
The armadillo. She knows.
If he's telling the truth, then she knows about Walker. Or Margarine, whatever his name is.
Let's go.
Actually, you go alone. I'm gonna go to public records and see what I can find on our friendly mayor.
Okay, you want to take the family truck?
No, you take it and get a statement from her, okay? I'll go with our friend here and take, public transportation. How are you doing, darling? I was wondering if I could get a hold of any public documents on Miles Walker. What in the world? Where's everything before 2007? There's nothing before 2007. Driver's license, 2007. Property, 2007. Website, 2008. What?
Hi, quick question. Could you give me the public documents of a Liam Margarine? You're welcome.
Arson, cheese, battery. When he was 10. Juby, and after Juby, he disappears. Hey, yeah, I'm at public records, but I think I'm gonna head to the library.
The library? Why?
I need to see what happened to this Liam Margarine. He disappears after 1999, after multiple charges of aggression and arson. The year that the farm Healy said burned down, this guy disappears. And I mean forever. Guy doesn't even have a driver's license. But here's what gets weirder. Anything on Miles Walker, where he was born, where he was before 2007, doesn't exist.
So he's a ghost until 2007?
2007, he gets a license. He buys property the same year too, but obviously I don't know where because that information is confidential. And the year after that, he buys a domain, which is walkerresorts.zoo. It's incredibly strange.
I just arrived at the hospital. Let me know if you find anything at the library.
Will do.
Officer Hobbs. Sit down.
Who are you?
My name's Blanston. I'm someone who knows exactly what you want.
And what exactly is it that I want?
Answers?
You're trying to help me.
More like I'm trying to clean up the mess I've caused. Our interests just seem to coincide.
Are you going to give me the answers to the questions I want asked?
More or less. Hello, gentlemen. You did what I asked. Good.
Were you the guy that texted me?
Yes, I am the text message guy. It seems you've been watching over Mrs. Shell. Thank you. Both of you. Well then, Officer Hobbs, now is the time to get your answers.
Officer Myrtle, this is Chief. Since that armadillo you two care about so much is fine now, please head back to the station. There's been a development in the case you two started.
May 1999. Walker scum. I want to avenge my partner. He was my best friend. You know what it's like to lose a partner. A friend. Too well. Claw, what is it? First sample?
I forgot to tell you. Yes, we did. It came back a 100% match for a Tim Moan, a meerkat that lives in Sahara Square. We caught him and he's been detained since about an hour ago.
You actually caught the meerkat that assaulted Mrs. Shell, and he's at the ZPD.
Yes, he is.
That's great, Clawhauser, but listen, I gotta call you back, buddy. I'm a little busy. And first one, May 3rd, 1999. Fire starts at Margarine home when survivor who's left traumatized. Come on, anything else? Come on. May 10th, Liam, there you are. Liam, the sole survivor, was abused by probably his family. He was abused when he was younger and sent to Zootopia Mental Health for further treatment. It's no longer Bunnyboro. Savannah Central. Come on, we gotta get out of here.
Officer Hobbs, is everything alright? These two nice officers were watching over my wife, but it seems they've left. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm here to talk to your wife. May you give us a moment? Please, tell me everything. Everything you know about your attack and its connection with Miles Walker.
You know about Walker?
So he is involved in your assault.
Dear, my assault is not what's important. It's never been important.
What do you mean?
You can't give me anything.
Did Leah Margarine come in here for treatment? Yes. What happened during that treatment? I can't tell you. It's patient-doctor confidentiality, officer. You can't just make assumptions. I can't do anything.
Listen to me. I have reason to believe that your patient could cause harm to not just one person, but multiple people. And I get it. You helped Miles Walker. Yes, I know his name is Miles Walker. And I know you thought you helped his mental state. But he's not well.
I met Miles Walker when he began to volunteer at the shelter. He took a liking to me and we actually became close friends. I showed him some of my architectural designs and he decided to hire me to design a new homeless shelter.
Those were the plans we found at your office.
Eventually, it gets built. Walker's construction of the shelter would gain him a large amount of votes, which he eventually got. One night, I overheard him talking to this sheep at his office. They had a plan in mind.
What did you hear?
The only reason Walker built a shelter in the rainforest district was to use it to get rid of all the homeless.
What do you mean by getting rid of the homeless? The shelter's there to house them, isn't it?
Walker acts like he loves the homeless, but he hates them. He worked up a plan with this ship, that when he's mayor, he'll release ex-assistant mayor Bellwether from prison. But only if the ship get rid of all the homeless animals in Zootopia.
By get rid of? You mean kill?
I can only assume. What other way can his plan end?
Wait a second. So you're saying Walker's going to execute his plan? At the shelter?
Yes.
Oh, sweet cheese and crackers. They're moving all the homeless animals there tonight.
Brandon!
Blanston.
Whatever, you need to fill me in on what's going on with you. Who are you?
Alright. I'm only going to say this once, so pay attention, alright? I work for the ZI-6, the Secret Intelligence Service. A while ago, Mrs. Shell called us for assistance with what she had discovered about Miles Walker. The fact that she called the ZI-6 instantly made her more dangerous than could have been expected. She contacted me. I told her to find evidence, and when this was discovered, she was attacked at her home. Luckily, she's a tough armadillo.
He's going to kill the homeless tonight. Why?
This is all terrible. No one knows for sure. All I know is that Mrs. Shell is weak. She's a huge target, and she needs to be protected. You need to get over to that shelter. I'm going to stay here and guard her.
Isn't this your problem, Blanston?
It was. Keeping Mrs. Shell safe is my problem. Stopping Walker is now yours.
Listen, I know nothing of a Miles Walker, and if I did, I can't, sir. I could lose my job. I hope you can understand.
Listen, patient confidentiality is not absolute. If there's a reason to suspect danger can befall someone, then you can tell me.
I'm sorry,
Oh, forget this. Tell us what we want to know, or so help me.
wait.
I will tear you in two.
Okay, wait,
Billy,
don't
stop
hurt me.
it.
You idiot! We can't use him now. If someone's being threatened, they'll say anything. But stay out of this. But stay out of it. Hello, Judy. What?
Nick, it's Walker.
It is, for certain.
I have Mrs. Shell's confession. The proof is in Walker's new shelter, the new feeding Zootopia shelter, in the Rainforest District.
Okay, look, I'm on my way, okay? I can give you the information you need, but this is just that I could lose everything. I promise you there's a threat, and I promise I will stop it.
Liam Margarine came in young, troubled, and scared. He was a delicate patient. He burned down his farm and killed his family after his father. Well, they had a conflict. His father was a drunk. Always hit him, always argued.
Why'd he change his name to Miles Walker?
Well, through the years he improved. And he became a different person. He said he knew what he had to do, and was going to do it.
So he created a new identity, and what, his past was just erased?
Well, not erased, just forgotten. As far as the world is concerned, Liam Margarine and Miles Walker are two different people.
What about the homeless?
When he came in here, he said they were a disease. And when he left, he wanted to help them. I guess I didn't do a very good job.
You seem like a good guy. I bet you did your best. Can I get copies of his time here? Damn it, Ely, where did you go? Judy, get ready to listen, because I have a lot of info on Walker. Are you sure you want to do this? Tim just got caught by the cops. Now I know him, he won't spill. But things might start tying back to you.
I haven't fought this hard to back off now, Mike. The city needs to be cleansed of its filth.
Alright, we synthesized the flower into a gas. It's untraceable. My friends are setting it up in the building as we speak.
The entire plan is for you sheep to take the blame.
Don't you think I already know the plan? You become mayor, you round up the homeless, you kill them, we take the blame, you release Bellwether. We get Bellwether back, and you rule Zootopia and get rid of its filth. It's a win-win. I'm not a damn idiot. Now, while you're giving your speech, we're gonna be filling the room with gas. You're not letting any reporters inside, so it should be a piece of cake.
Right.
So, Let's get this done.
Mr. Mong, we're here to ask you some questions about what happened to Mrs. Shell.
I ain't talking.
Oh, okay then. You'll just, rot in prison for years for attacking a poor, defenseless armadillo and robbing her home. I guess we have nothing to talk about, right, Lopez?
I guess so, Myrtle.
You're too late. You're just too late. You can't stop it now.
Bogo! Wild. Excited to get fired, I see.
Bogo, listen for a second. You're not gonna get anything from him. Miles Walker is Liam Margarine. When he was 12, 1999, he burned down his farm and killed his family because his father abused him. And after all that, he was sent to a mental hospital.
Wild, right now we're interrogating a suspect in the case of Mrs. Shell. And now you come at me with information on Miles Walker? I am sick and tired of...
You're not listening. It doesn't matter. This is proof that Miles Walker is Liam Margarine. I got it from the Zootopia Mental Health Center.
You don't have access to those.
I do if there's a threat, and Miles is gonna do something horrible at his new homeless shelter. I'm telling you, he's gonna do something bad, and I need to get there as quickly as possible. Here, I'm leaving this with you.
Nick, it's far! Think of the traffic!
I need the chopper. Lopez, Myrtle, I try to solve this case since day one. I know you two have too. I could use your help.
Quiet, Wild. Lopez, Myrtle, don't let him leave.
Guys.
Don't.
Please.
Let him leave.
No.
Wait, don't. Wild, you're fired for real this time. No severance package.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Then you're double fired.
That makes no sense. Well, that went peachy.
Is that good or not?
Hopefully you don't get fired. Hey, don't worry guys, I got this. I read the basics of flying a helicopter. I'll just, which one makes the thing go da-da-da-da-da?
What does that mean?
To turn this thing on.
I'm so excited! I've been working so hard for this. We're gonna be rangers.
There we go.
It'll be such an adventure.
One part left.
You act like you're so ready to be a ranger, but you have no idea what it means to be one, so that begs the question, right? What are you actually doing here?
Basic. Over, rounding up, 18 minutes. So, it's not the longest, but it's the final. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching this series with me. I'll leave the link to the video itself.
Aren't you excited too?
In the description.
Hey everybody, so yeah, working on a new series and it's pretty hard, which is why I need a lot of voice actors, especially due to the massive cast this time around. I need plenty of voice actors with quality microphones that aren't just iPhones, and what I really need are voice actors to voice female characters. There are a bunch in the story, like 6, and I only have 1 right now. Also, if you can animate at the same level as the animation that was just shown, or even better, it'd be really great if you could help out with this project somehow. So, if you guys and gals would like to be a part of this adventure, if you can voice act, if you can do art, please send an email to browntableentertainment@gmail.com to get more info on how you can help. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming to the table, and I'll see you all next time.
5 minutes. The moods, the scenarios, with basically how you think it's going to end. And if you've enjoyed watching it, and if you enjoyed watching the series with me, then please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace out, boy!